So we are all already done with the first month of 2025. We've made our goals list, we've made our vision board, etc., etc., and we have a pretty good idea of how we want this year to go or how we think this year is going to go, right? It was the same for me. I had pretty clearly outlined what I wanted this year to be. It's not even the end of January and I'm having to rethink the entire thing. I am going to tell you what my initial goals were, why I need to rethink them, and what I'm going to do in the next few months instead of what I had initially planned. So for context, I started working as a little marketing working student while I was doing my master's. And then when I graduated, my position changed from marketing working student to something called junior CRM manager. It was a new role, super exciting. There's so much to learn as well because it was also a startup. So there was a lot of opportunity for growth there. I also had a feedback review with my managers, which went really well. And then they were also saying you could also take a look at the possibility of another promotion around April or May from junior CRM manager to CRM manager. So the new year starts, so excited. And my 2025 goals are to, absolutely crush this role, get promoted, continue doing amazing in that role and learn as much as I can, so I can also pick up those skills and use them in future positions and also in other aspects of my life. So I wanted to start doing Pilates classes, ballet classes, and other ways of learning. So I also wanted to enroll again into piano lessons and possibly take like sewing classes or what do you call them? Clay sculpting classes. I also for this year really wanted to keep learning French. I bought a lifetime subscription to Babbel last year because I really wanted to actually take it seriously and become fluent in French. So that was also a goal that I had for myself this year. Aside from that, I also had like my own, travel holiday goals for this year, as well as, my personal financial saving, investing goals. And all of them, I didn't really have any doubts that I would achieve them. So I didn't really have any big worries or blockers on the horizon that made me feel like I might not achieve the things that I wanted to in 2025. So this all sounds very well and good. So what happened? The second week back from work, I see that I have a Zoom call with the CEO of the company that I work for and my direct manager. And I thought this was going to be about something completely different because again, it's a startup. It's not unusual for us to have direct contact with our CEO. That's not what the call is about. The call is about them having taken the decision literally the day prior to that call that the company needs to re-strategize and pivot essentially. And that means that they also need to downsize the marketing and the design department, meaning that I, along with 5 other people from the company, so myself, 3 girls from marketing, and 2 people from design would be losing their jobs in the next number of weeks. The biggest effect, of course, is on my career and financial goals. So in terms of financial goals, now I only have this, paycheck from this job until the end of February. And then on the career side, it of course has scuppered my plans a little bit because of course the intention was to really grow and learn in this role so that I could become much more well-versed in the field of CRM as well as general client management, marketing, and so on. What I think is almost worse is that I'm losing all of this learning potential that I foresaw with this company because again, it's a startup. There is so much opportunity to learn there. And since it was a new position as well, it's not really something that had been done by anyone else in the company. So it was very learning by doing, trial by fire. And I feel like are really the conditions that push you to grow as an individual and as a professional. So I am definitely bummed out to be losing all of that learning potential that I saw in this position and with this company. On the health and fitness side, it has kind of affected the way that I would reach those goals because at the company, we have a health and fitness budget that I was really planning on utilizing, and I had an Excel sheet and everything, and I was like, okay, this is what my health and fitness budget is every month. These are the things that I would prioritize spending this health and fitness budget on to really make the most out of it. Planning on spending it mostly on ClassPass credits for Pilates and ballet classes because I'm pretty sure actually no matter where in the world you are, those kind of exercise classes like reformer, Pilates, ballet, bar, they're pretty expensive. But no job, no fitness budget, no Pilates classes. Any of the other lessons that I also want to take, sewing lessons, piano lessons, whatever else, they are also on hold. And same with any travel that I have not already booked. I did book flights to London for the end of March and also the end of August, like 2 days before I got the news of this downsizing. So I'm going to find a way to make those trips work anyway. But anything else that I haven't booked or confirmed yet, I'm really having another think about. That begs the question, what am I going to do now? So it's now been about 2 weeks since I got the news of the downsizing. A couple of things have happened. I've applied to so many things that I think I could be a really good fit for, So I have applied to positions in consulting, group fitness class trainer, even airline cabin crew. And I'm sure many of you guys can relate. It is also very difficult when you have so many interests and could even see a career in multiple different things, that sometimes it's still, I don't know, it feels ridiculous to apply for such a wide range of roles, because then it makes me feel like I don't really know what I want. But this is, I guess, a good a time as any to try a few different things out and see what I actually really enjoy and could see myself doing. The biggest thing that I decided to do and have already confirmed to be doing was signing up for a volunteering farm stay in rural France for, I think, 6 weeks in April and May. So I'm basically going to be in France from the 1st of April to the middle of May. There are so many different websites that you can use for this, but I used this platform called World Packers, and it connects volunteers with businesses or properties or whatever, you know, that need extra hands and extra help with things but don't really have the funds to actually pay them. So yeah, it's a volunteering exchange. So I go there, I help them out with farming, animal care, what have you. I don't get paid for it, but they provide me with room and board, and I think it's going to be a really good way of immersing myself in the French language and also seeing, I don't know, a different way of living and to try something completely different, because I have never done anything like this before, but I am so excited to see how it's going to go, and I don't know, also see what lessons I can learn from that, because it just sounds really cool. For fitness, obviously I cannot use this nice fitness budget anymore, but instead of going to the classes this time, I'm just going to do those workouts on YouTube. There are so many high quality, like really good, really varied classes for Pilates, barre, and ballet just on YouTube. And of course, I still really enjoy the vibes of an in-person class. There's something about it that just motivates you differently. But of course, we need to adjust a little bit to our circumstances, and this is actually still really good. It's okay. Thinking about finances and travel, I will need to find another way to make these travels work and see how I'm going to handle the next couple of months in terms of budget. To be completely honest, I haven't really come up with a solid plan yet. I am still thinking about that, but I'll spend the next couple of days and weeks figuring out how I'm going to handle that, and I will keep you guys posted as to how it all goes. So that's basically what's happened. When I think about it a lot, just about the situation that I'm in, the uncertainty is probably the worst part of it for me, and probably for a lot of people as well, because I think if you know that you're going to be in a rough period for 6 months or so, but you know that you're going to come out of it and how you're going to come out of it, and that certainty is there, you see the light at the end of the tunnel and you know how long it's going to take you to get to the end of the tunnel, then that takes so much of the anxiety and the stress away from the whole situation, I feel like. But it's just because I don't know what's going to happen and I don't know how I am going to remedy this situation. I have faith that I will, but I just don't know how, and that's what's like stressing me out a little bit right now, especially since I am turning 30 soon, and I also feel like everyone, most of us, or at least me, I can't speak for anyone else, but definitely me, I grew up with the idea that people are fully fledged adults who know what they're doing, how they're doing it, and kind of just have everything together. By the time they're 30, they have all their ducks in a row and they just know how to do life. But I'm trying to remind myself that it is super normal to be turning 30 or 40 or even 50 without fully knowing what you're doing and without having everything figured out, and that is okay. And the thing that matters is that you're taking small, consistent steps every single day. So that is what I'm trying to do. That completes this video. That is where I'm at for 2025. It's definitely not started the way I thought it would start, and things are a bit scary, but they're also exciting. So we'll see how things go in the next couple of months. Please let me know in the comments if you've made it this far. Thank you so much. Let me know in the comments how 2025 is going for you as well. Is it going exactly how you imagined, how you'd hoped, and how you'd planned? Or have some curveballs also been thrown your way? What's going on with you? I am super curious to know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.